Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Robbie Masaga. Guys, today I want us to dive into something that honestly blows my mind every single time. We are talking about the massive gap between what people think Africa looks like versus what it actually is. Now, I came across IShowSpeed content that's making waves right now. He's a creator touring multiple African nations, and the reactions from people are absolutely wild. We are talking, genuine shock that modern cities exist on the continent. And here's what gets me. We are not talking about some hidden villages. These are major metropolitan areas with airports, skyscrapers, and infrastructure that rivals anywhere in the world.
I'm just thinking about this city, this country. You see so many beautiful things. It kind of makes you don't even want to leave, you know? The only country, that view is insane. Look at that South African view, bro. That shit is dead ass beautiful, bro. Imagine living here.
You guys can see IShowSpeed reaction of seeing the beauty of the continent of Africa. Right now, I think he's in South Africa, maybe Johannesburg, if I'm not mistaken. Yesterday, he was in Angola. Tomorrow, probably gonna go to Botswana, another country. So probably gonna spend like a day and a half in each country. And I can't wait when he goes to Nigeria, Ghana, Morocco, Egypt, Kenya, Uganda, all this beautiful country, Rwanda. I don't want to forget that you're probably gonna go to 24 countries to show you what each country in Africa has, and you guys can be shocked what is each country has the beauty, infrastructure, and all these buildings and all these things. I can't wait when you guys to show Western world that what is Africa has to offer. As soon as you tell someone you're from Africa, they think, oh, you guys don't have cars, you guys don't have houses. Where do you guys live? Do you guys live with a lion? Have you seen a lion before? Like, they ask you stupid ass question. But I'm so happy IShowSpeed right now touring Africa to let people see what is Africa is about.
IShowSpeed's Africa streams are doing multiple generational undamaging to your brain, because y'all really thought that Africa was a bunch of twigs and huts. Like, there isn't a representative from every single country that wants something out of this continent. Now, granted, some of the comments are people trying to be funny, but I could tell some of these are 100%. No, you really thought that. Y'all really thought Africa was in the arms of the air. You really thought that was that? You thought it was Africa. Do you know how wealthy Africa is? Do you know how large Africa is? I'm telling you, he is undoing the damage of multiple decades. And I, for one, can't not commend him for doing that, because wow. In the future, we are going to have multiple generations of people who are more conscious about how things happen over in Africa. And it is going to be because they saw what it looks like on IShowSpeed stream. W Speed. Oh, and Grown Man, by the way. Yeah, I promise, Grown Man, watch this. Tax exemption.
Bro, I'm seeing this speed thing. Like, he went to Africa. And I'm checking the comments. I don't know if they're bots. Like, I don't know if people are trolling or if they're genuinely being serious. But they're like, oh, Africa's not just huts. Bro, if your age starts with a 2 or higher, if you're 20 plus and you genuinely think that, like, the majority of people in Africa live in huts, you're slow. Like, I don't even think the education system failed you. I think you were just destined to be an idiot. For Speed to get to this country, he had to land at an airport, right? Which means that this country has enough infrastructure to have an airport, which means they have a control tower, which means they have roads leading to the airport, which means they have security, which means that security has a base somewhere, right? The police, they have a base somewhere. Right? Those people need a place to live. Like, bro, like you think the Angolan pilot or some Angolan politician or doctor is going home to their hut after leaving this state-of-the-art facility, right? After being, like, in the cockpit of a plane. Like, yo, think. There's a hotel this dude's probably staying at. Like, what are we even talking about right now, man? Like, people, oh my God, and it's all Americans too. Americans, like, genuinely, bro, when Europeans are saying Americans are stupid, like, some of y'all are genuinely stupid, bro. How, bro, like, why would there not be, like, a big building in Africa? Like, why wouldn't there be one? What? And you have an African friend who lives here, who goes home to, and you know he goes home to Africa every summer or every December. Where do you think he's going? You think this dude goes from his 2-story house in the suburbs to go live in a hut? The funny thing is that being in a hut doesn't even necessarily mean that you're poor or that you're not doing great in life. Like, a lot of people are just choosing to live there because they can. Right? Some of those people have a lot of money, man. Right? The poor people are the ones that live in the slums in the city. But then again, it's the city surrounded by tall buildings. You get what I'm saying? Oh my God. Anyway, bro, this speed thing is insane. I can't wait till he gets to Kenya. Yeah, that's that's the best country in Africa. No bias. It's just the best. It is what it is, man. Just.
Guys, I want you to buckle up because we are about to break down these misconceptions and talk about why so many people are surprised by what they are seeing. The creator, IShowSpeed, just showed the footage of these incredible city skylines, tall buildings, modern architecture, bustling streets, and people in the comments are genuinely shocked. Here's what bothers me. How did we get to a place where grown adults are surprised that African countries have cars or houses or even airports? Think about it. International airports. You know what it takes to build and operate one of those. You need to control towers, security systems, trained professionals working around the clock. But somehow, the stereotype stuck that the entire continent is just rural villages and wildlife. And look, I'm not saying rural areas don't exist. They absolutely do, just like they exist everywhere else in the world. But that is not the whole story. This creator is doing important work by showing the full picture. Cities like Johannesburg, Nairobi, these are thriving urban centers with millions of people living, modern lives. We need to ask ourselves why the education system failed so many people on this basic geography. What we just watched exposes something deeper than just ignorance about geography. It reveals how powerful stereotypes can be, even in the face of basic logic. Let me break this down. If you know that pilots fly international routes to African countries, what do you think those pilots do when they land? Do you really think they are parking the plane and, walking to a hut? Of course not. They are going to hotels, apartments, modern homes, just like pilots anywhere else in the world. The same goes for doctors, politicians, engineers, business owners. These are professionals working in state-of-the-art facilities. The infrastructure exists to support modern life because modern life is happening there. But here's where it gets interesting. Some people in the comments are asking, well, don't some people still live in traditional housing? And yes, absolutely. But here's the key distinction that keeps getting missed. Living in traditional housing is not the same as lacking development. In some cases, it's cultural choice made by people who have, the means to live anywhere they want. Wealth and tradition are not opposite. Meanwhile, when we talk about poverty in African cities, we are talking about urban slums, and these slums are located right in the middle of cities, surrounded by tall buildings and modern infrastructures, just like you would find in any major city around the world. The problem is that Western education about Africa often stops at nature, documentaries, and charity commercials. People see images of wildlife and rural communities, and they assume that that's complete picture. But nobody would look at rural Montana and assume that that represents all of America. Nobody would visit a small village in rural France and conclude that Paris doesn't exist. So why does this happen with Africa? Part of it is media representation that focuses on poverty and wildlife instead of industry and innovation. And part of it is that people simply don't question what they've been taught. The creator in this video, that is IShowSpeed, shows something powerful by simply showing what exists and letting people see it with their own eyes. Stereotypes start to crack. When you see a modern airport, you can't deny the roads that lead to it. When you see skyscrapers, you can't pretend there is no electricity or water systems. When you see thriving businesses, you have to acknowledge the economy that supports those businesses. Africa is 54 countries, 54 different nations with different governments, different languages, different landscapes, different levels of development. Treating it like one monolithic place is like treating all of Asia or all of Europe as if they are identical. You've got countries with booming tech industries, countries with advanced healthcare systems, countries with world-class universities. You've also got countries facing challenges, just like everywhere in the world. The diversity is the point. There is no single African experience, just like there is no single European experience or single American experience. And here's what really matters. When we perpetuate these stereotypes, we are not just, being ignorant. We are actively harming how people perceive an entire continent and everyone from there. Imagine being a talented professional from Kenya or even Nigeria and having to constantly explain that yes, you had electricity growing up. Yes, you went to a real school. Yes, your city has buildings. That's exhausting and it's unnecessary. So what can we do about it? First, we can educate ourselves. Watch content like this that shows real life in different countries. Read books by African authors. Follow African creators, journalists, and entrepreneurs on social media. Second, we can challenge these stereotypes when we hear them. If someone makes an assumption based on outdated information, correct it, not in a judgmental way, but in an educational way. And third, we can recognize that this isn't just about Africa. This same pattern happens with many regions that get stereotypes and, reduced to a single narrative. The creator, IShowSpeed, in this video is giving people a gift, the gift of seeing something they've never seen before or even paid attention to, the gift of having their assumptions challenged. My hope is that videos like this go viral, that they reach people who need to see them most. The people who genuinely didn't know, not because they are bad people, but because they were never taught. Education is powerful, representation is powerful, and showing the truth in all its complexity is one of the most important things we can do. So, to everyone watching this, I challenge you, go look up the cities mentioned in these videos: Johannesburg, Luanda, Nairobi, Lagos, Accra. Look at the skylines, look at the innovation happening, and also look at the real, modern, diverse life that exists there. You might be surprised, and that is okay. Being surprised means you are learning. Now, guys, drop a comment. Let me know what are your thoughts. Also, remember to subscribe, like, and share as well. And until next time, bye-bye.